once again I'm before you with the topic share of sectors in India. So we have already discussed that production by primary, secondary and tertiary sector has increased in these 40 years. That is being told by this graph. This graph tells us that production in these 40 years increased a lot, but more increase could be seen in the production made by tertiary sector. Tertiary sector has become able to increase the production more than 5 times. But in primary sector, what we see that increase in production has happened, but it is not in comparison to tertiary and secondary sector. So what are the reason behind the rising importance of tertiary sector in India or in the GDP, that I have already discussed with you. Second graph shows that share of sectors in GDP. So more contribution is coming from tertiary sector. Tertiary sector contributes 50 to 60% in the GDP. It means that more value of production, final value of production is coming from tertiary sector. But as we know that all the parts of tertiary sector is not growing well or doing same type of or earning, or they are living with same type of facilities. Means there are two types of people, those who are employed in tertiary sector. But in contribution to GDP, primary sector is at the lowest level. But as we know that more than half of our population, 52 to 55% of our population in India, they are earning their living from primary sector. But contribution is 1/4 to the GDP. It tells us that there is a pressure on land and more than the required number of people are engaged in primary sector. So we have to give them or shift them to other gainful employment, then only the productivity of primary sector would increase. So a remarkable fact about India is that while there has been a change in the share of three sectors in these 40 years, but a similar shift has not taken place in employment. In employment, what we see that still primary sector is playing the major role, and it provides employment to more than 50% of our population. This graph is showing you all. But that type of increase, employment could not be generated in tertiary and secondary sector. But the production in both the sectors has increased 9 times and 14 times. But employment has increased only 3 times and 4 times. So as a result, more than half of the workers in our country, they are still engaged and earning their living from primary sector, mainly the agriculture. It means that agriculture suffers or it has some problems. Means there are more people in agriculture than required. And if we remove some people or keep them aside, total production remains unaffected or it does not decline. So it shows that there is underemployment. People have more potential, they can work for more hours, but they work on less. And in this way, the labor effort is being divided among many, those who are not required. Suppose a small farmer, example is given, Lakshmi is a small farmer and there is 5 members in the family. And all the 5 members going to work on the same plot that Lakshmi owns. And if some of them, 3 of them are removed from the work, the total production from the Lakshmi's plot remains same. And these type of farmers are many, large numbers in India. So all of them are just, they appear to be employed, but actually they are not. So this type of employment which remains hidden is called disguised unemployment or underemployment, which is hidden in contrast to someone who does not have a job.